Let's bring in Texas Senator Ted Cruz, who joins us from Statuary Hall this morning. Senator, actually, I think you're in our bureau.
I am.
Senator, your thoughts about what happened yesterday in Florida?
Oh, it's truly heartbreaking, and all of us, our prayers are with the families and all of those children who went through that horror. You know, just a few months ago, I was in Sutherland Springs, Texas, with another horrific shooting in that beautiful church, and I've grieved with the families that are mourning their loved ones, and all of us together. This horror shouldn't exist, and we don't know right now exactly why this deranged individual did this. I'm sure in the days to come we're going to find out more about what his motives were, but whatever they were evil, and this is a horrible, horrible thing, and our prayers are very much with those Florida families.
Could something like that happen in Texas? Do they have armed guards in public schools in Texas?
Sure, this could happen anywhere. I mean, we have seen that evil can occur, whether in Parkland or in a church in Central Texas or in schools across the country. I mean, there are murderers. Evil is sadly always present, and we need to do what we can to act to prevent it. Sometimes you see brave heroes who are able to step forward, and sometimes you have people like in Sutherland Springs who are armed, who can engage the killer and stop them and save people's lives.
Well, that's what I was saying. Do your public schools allow it? Because I know every state is different. Do your public schools allow armed security?
Oh, sure. There are certainly some schools that have armed security, and that can make a difference, but it varies school by school.
Senator, I know the Democrats are calling now for more gun control. They're talking about not allowing you to buy the AR-15 anymore. How do you think Republicans will respond to this? Because we have seen multiple shootings recently, mass shootings using this weapon. You're a parent. You have young girls who are going to grow up and go to school as well, or are already in school. So how do you think Republicans need to respond?
Well, look, of course you're right that the reaction of Democrats to any tragedy is to try to politicize it. So they immediately start calling that we've got to take away the Second Amendment rights of law-abiding citizens. That's not the right answer. I can tell you in Sutherland Springs, I was there the day after the shooting, and I was in that sanctuary that was covered with bullet holes and blood, and was the most horrific thing I've ever seen in my life. And when I was at the hospital with the victims' families, over and over again what they said to me in Texas, they said gun control is not the answer here. This is moms grieving while their sons are being operated on. They said, look, we all had our guns. This was one of the moms that I talked to in Sutherland Springs. We all had our guns. We just left them in the car out of respect for the church. If any one of us had brought it in, that gunman never would have killed any of these people. And so the answer is to focus on criminals, to focus on violent criminals. This individual appears to have significant issues with mental illness. I think we will certainly be asking, were there signs of mental illness? Could we have stepped in and prevented this beforehand? With Sutherland Springs, had the Obama administration simply followed federal law and enforced the law, existing gun laws made it illegal for the Sutherland Springs shooter to buy a gun, but the Obama administration failed to report his criminal conviction, so he wasn't in the background check system.
Right. That was a military thing. Also, let's talk about something else you're going to be doing legislatively that's going to impact this country.